the other revenue streams. If you look at land rates, for example, actual revenues in 2022-2023 was 5.9 million, and then actual revenues in 2023-24 was 8.3 million. That is for land rates as an example. If you look at single business permits, in 2022-2023, there were 61,770,000. If you look at 2023-2024, we moved from 61 million to 99 million. And in 2024-2025, we are at 101 million. So we have, because of the revenue administration measures, including the board, we have had improvement, not just in the health revenue, but in all our revenue streams because of the order that has been created.
Governor, you might be looking at a different document because mine is 64 million for 2022-2023 for single business permits.
Yeah, the report that I have here is 61 million. What you have is?
22-23 is 64,744,620.
And 23-24?
101. We don't have the 90 that you're speaking of.
I think your team should point you to the statement of receipts and disbursements under the receipt of revenue statement.
That report.
Because that's a report, that's the basis of the audit report. It bears the numbers that Senator Sifuna is.
And Governor, the reason why I am expressing concern personally, and you see the chair was prodding me to say my other title, I didn't want to say it. But now I have to say it, the SG of ODM, a party that has committed that when we take power, there will be free healthcare. And the people of Homa Bay will not be paying anything at level 4 hospitals. That will take away 70% of your revenue. That's the concern we are raising. Secondly, Governor, address these landing fees. If in my head I get it correctly, are these beach landing fees for fishermen?
This is beach landing.
Yeah, so it is a bit odd that a county that is known for fishing and its beaches is making less from landing fees than veterinary services.
Thank you, Chairman. Let me answer the question on healthcare by saying that even the monies that we are raising currently from health, they are not out of pocket expenditure. They are insurance. They are from payments from SHA. They are payments from insurance. Mostly, actually, 95% is payment by insurance to the facilities. So it's not out of pocket. So even when we get to universal health coverage, like we're doing at the moment, these monies continue to come because people don't pay out of pocket, but they're paid, the insurance pays the facilities. NHIF pays, but SHA pays even more now for facilities because the registration is higher. In terms of fish landing, Mr. Chairman, you are a fisherman yourself, and you know that it has been very, very difficult to harness a revenue stream like fish landing because people have been landing over the years for free. So these are streams that we are introducing, and we are working day and night with our beach management units to try and get them to help us to get these fish landing fees. So fish cess and fish landing are streams that have been nearly non-existent, but they are streams that we are harnessing slowly. But you know that with the protests that we had, it has been very, very difficult to introduce, taxes that did not exist well, because people are very, very jittery about paying new monies. But we are discussing constantly. Even when you look at the fish cess, it is some of the things that were very, very low, but we are growing them, and we are growing them slowly. But we have them as streams because we want to grow them. But you can't grow them alone. You can't be at the beaches and everywhere. You have to grow them in partnership with the beach management units. Those processes sometimes do take time. But Chairman, the point I was making is that overall...
Maybe before you lose it, because as you have said, I'm a fisherman. This committee would not be the one to advocate that you put some tax for boats to land on beaches that existed even before Kenya became Kenya. But your receiver of revenue should have pointed you to a stream called beach service fee, which fetched 10.9 million. where there was a growth from 7 to 10.9. So I think the BMUs assess. So the BMUs are paying something. Let the message not go out that the Senate is asking for enforcement of landing fees for boats. That will be, there'll be an uprising.
Protecting yourself politically or
Chair, first of all,
of interest?
Chair, first of all,
Protect indigenous communities.
the governor.
Chairman, is more political protection as opposed to.
Chair, I think the governor has, well, in a way, outed you. Now we know that you're a fisherman. That you have interest to protect when it comes to landing fee. But I think the bigger question, Governor, is, Governor,
Yes.
I think the bigger question is, does it concern you and your government that 70% of your own source revenue comes from a single stream? You know, that should concern anyone. Whether or not that means you introduce fees in landing and whatever you're going to do, it must concern anyone that 70% of an entire county's own source revenue comes from one revenue stream.
And are we that sick?
That's the problem.
Chair, on health, so that she can combine both. Apart from being concerned, you have said it's not out of pocket, but you are getting. Chair, I think 3 days ago or for last week we were with the ICT committee in Machakos, and they had a pending bill of 500 million from SHA. So what is the success rate? Because as under the arrangement, the wananchi are not supposed to be charged on outpatient. So you have made comparison between the NHIF and SHA. So how can you paint the picture on how this revenue will grow? Because if you are saying it is more significant after the reimburses from NHIF, there will be a great improvement through the social health authority. So can you paint that? And you know, Chair, we saw, and you know, we are judicially noticed that there were some of your facilities that they were being accused that they do not exist, but they receive remittances from SHA, and I think it became a national concern. So maybe put into us that perspective in terms of reimbursement from the social health authority. But on the issue of whether they are sick, I think you should tell us whether is the facilities within Homa Bay serving only Homa Bay residents, or some of your neighbors from Kisumu and Kisii have immigrated, and therefore that is why you are getting more resources.
Okay, Governor.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I think I just wanted to state that the growth in revenue within health is become as a result of tightening a lot of things within the sector, the health sector, and also putting our eyes as a government on the health sector revenues and making sure that we have no leakages there, and that the facilities are facilitated to be able to make their claims and do everything. And we're also registering. We moved our registrations, for example, from 6% to 19% when we were still in NHIF, and now to 49% when we have moved to SHA. So that